Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My Home. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we need to sanitize. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, that's okay. You can use soap and water. We will start by rubbing inside, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be talking about building materials and miming. Now, boys and girls, we are going to start our lesson on page 24. On page 24, we are going to be looking at some materials. Now, we all know that there are things we need in order to build a house. On this page, some are important and then others we don't need at all. You are going to circle the materials that you can use to build a house. So, we're going to discuss each and every one and see if we can use it to build a house. The first thing that you can see is a small handbag. Now, do we need a handbag to build a house? I don't think so, because a handbag will not help us put the windows up or anything. The next thing that we can see is a hard hat. This one is used for construction. Do we need it when building a house? Yes, we do, and that is because it protects our heads. So when a house is being built, you need to wear it so that you do not hurt your head, just in case something falls. The next thing that we can see is a measuring tape. Do we need it to build a house? Yes, we do. Now, the measuring tape is used so that we can make everything the exact size we want. So, we measure how long or short something is going to be, and then when it is being built, it will be built on that size and that length. The rest of the items that you're going to need for a house, please can you try and circle by yourselves. In the meantime, let's all move to page 25. On page 25, we are going to be playing a game. Now, this game is going to ask us to do two things before we start playing it. The first thing that we need to do is cut the cards out. You can see that we have 4 different people doing 4 different actions. So each person needs to have been cut out. Then after that, you're going to take the cards that you have cut out and you are going to copy the person. When we say the word mime, we mean that you need to copy the person without making any sounds. So, the first thing you need to do is cut out the pictures and make cards. And then after that, you copy them by miming. So let's take a look. I have already cut out the ones that we're going to use. And I'm going to make sure that we talk about each person's action. But boys and girls, when you are going to be cutting out, make sure that you use a pair of scissors with an adult. A pair of scissors is not a toy. So if you decide to use a pair of scissors by yourself, you are doing the wrong thing. Please, boys and girls, make sure that when you are done using your pair of scissors, you put it away. So now I have done all 4 of our beautiful people. The first person that you can see is on an ironing board. She is actually ironing. So she's holding her iron and she is ironing on the ironing board. So you can copy what she is doing when you see this card. The next person is someone who is sweeping. He is holding a broom and he is sweeping the floor. So when you see this card, I want you to pretend that you're sweeping the floor. Remember, miming means that there is no sound coming from your mouth. Then the next person that you're going to cut out and copy is someone who is cleaning the dishes. Now this person is taking a lot of dishes and cleaning them with a cloth. You can use a cloth and pretend that you're cleaning dishes, but remember, when you are copying someone using miming, you're not supposed to make any sound. The last one that you're going to do is this person. She is holding a hoover. Everybody, let's say hoover. Hoover. Well done. Now, the job of a hoover is almost similar to the job of someone who is sweeping, except this one sucks up all the dust and dirt, and this one pushes it in one place so you can pick it up later. The hoover is very important for places that have carpets. So, if you are going to pretend that you have a hoover, you need to move it from side to side and not up and down, similar to how you would sweep. So we have our 4 actions and we have our 4 people doing the different actions. If you can use something that is part of the action, like for example, a table instead of an ironing board, that's okay too. You can also try and find a stick for your hoover. And then if there are brooms at home, you can use the broom when you're pretending. And last but not least, if you have some dishes that are not glass, you can also pretend to be wiping them. Play this game with someone, boys and girls, and you will have so much fun. So take your time with both exercises, and when you're done, try and do them again. I will see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson and I hope you had fun. I know I did. Remember, if you don't know what to do, that's okay. You can always ask for help. Just make sure you end up finishing your activities by yourself. Now that we are done with our lesson, we need to make sure our hands are sanitized. If you don't have sanitizer, you can use soap and water. We will start by rubbing inside, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I wonder though, I haven't seen Sashi the whole day and I want him to help us to sing goodbye. Sashi, Sashi. Oh, there you are, Sashi. Are you ready to say goodbye to our friends? Wonderful. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.